Hey guys, welcome to my first video. Today I'm gonna be fixing and flipping two items that I got from Goodwill. To start off, this is the first item I'm gonna be fixing. It's a long black skirt that I got for $3.99 with gray spots on it. This skirt goes all the way down to my ankles. When I first tried it on, it was really big on me on my waist. So that's the first thing that I wanted to fix. I wrapped it around my waist to try to measure where I would move the buttons. I'm gonna make a marking with a soap. I didn't have a fabric marker at this time, so I just used soap. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. After I've done my markings, I'm gonna remove the buttons with a seam ripper. And using a needle and a thread, I'm just gonna sew it back together where I made the marking. And then once I'm done with one of the buttons, I will do the same thing with the other one. Now that I sewed the buttons to where I needed them to be, I'm gonna try it on one more time. Another fix that I'm gonna do, this skirt had two slits on both of the sides. I didn't like that, so I'm just gonna keep one of the slits on and I'm gonna sew the other one back up. Now I'm gonna flip the skirt inside out and I'm gonna pin the edges of the slit that I'm gonna be sewing up. And then using my sewing machine, I'm just gonna stitch a line going straight down. This skirt had a slip on the inside, so I'm just gonna do the same thing with the slip. Now on the other side, I'm gonna take the slit a little bit higher up in my leg. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go in with the seam ripper and then deattach the slit from the skirt. I tried it on and made a mark to see where I wanted the slit to be. So now using the scissors, I'm gonna go and cut the slit up to where I made the mark. After I'm done cutting, I'm just gonna pin the edges and I'm gonna go over it with my sewing machine. And then this is the finished product. I really didn't like the look with both of the slits, so I just kept one slit and just made it a little bit higher than it was before. Now for the second flip, I have this dress that I also got from Goodwill, and I'm gonna turn it into something different. When I tried it on, it was really baggy on me, so I'm just gonna make it more fitted. It was also at a length that I didn't like as much, so I'm also gonna make it shorter. Now to start off, I'm gonna measure the length of where I want the new dress to be at. This one I'm just using a crayon that I had laying around to measure. I also decided that I was gonna take off the sleeves. So I'm going in with the seam ripper to take off the sleeves. I realized that if I went with the seam ripper all the way through, I was gonna end up cutting some of the threads on the underarm part, and it was just gonna keep going. So I just went in with the scissors and cut the sleeves off. So now we have this. So it's still a little baggy on me, so now I'm gonna try it on backwards and then just pin on the sides to where I'm gonna sew it. I'm gonna go in with my sewing machine and just sew where I had made the mark before. Now for the neck of the dress, I want to make it straight, so I'm just gonna mark it. For this one, I use a eyeliner pencil, which I do not recommend using because then you can smudge it over and get it all over the fabric. So now I'm gonna pin the top of it so I could make a seam. For this part, I forgot to record it, but I took the zipper off and I bought a shorter one and a similar color to the flowers of the dress. I'm gonna sew the top of the zipper by hand. For the straps of the dress, I'm gonna use the seam of the fabric that I cut before from the length of the dress. So I'm just gonna cut really close to the edge, as straight as possible. I didn't record how I attached the straps to the dress, but I just went in with the straight stitch on the top of the dress. And then I'm gonna sew the seam on the bottom of the dress as well. And this is where it looks like. So now that I'm satisfied with what it looks like, I'm gonna go in and cut all the excess fabric and excess threads. Thank you for watching.